Next, I will show you how to process a qualifying event. Start by choosing the correct tile. For Federal COBRA, this will be Add COBRA Event. For State Continuation, Mini COBRA, or Direct Bill, choose the appropriately named tile. There are 7 steps to adding a participant. Step 1 is the event information. Note the event date should be the actual date of the qualifying event, not the date of benefit that the benefits terminate. Select Next to provide the employee information. If your company has separate divisions or locations, select the drop-down to choose the appropriate location for your member. Hire, termination, rehire, and retirement dates are all optional. Once you've completed the applicable fields, select Next to choose the appropriate coverage options. Select the tier that encompasses all participants who should be included. If your participant has an FSA or other member-specific plan, please provide the monthly rate without the 2% admin fee. Select Next to navigate to the Primary Participant tab. Primary participant should be the employee for any employee type events. For a dependent type event, such as death of the employee, divorce or legal separation, ineligible dependents, or employee becoming eligible for Medicare, you would choose the applicable spouse or child that should be listed as the primary COBRA account holder. Scroll down to complete the member's information. Disability, Medicaid, and Medicare start and end dates are all optional. At the bottom of this page, you will see all the benefits previously selected on step 3. Select Next to add any applicable dependents. Please note, dependents must be added in order to ensure they are offered the correct coverage and provided the correct rates. If the dependent's address is different than the primary, please ensure you include that so they are sent the applicable information. Again, disability, Medicaid, and Medicare start dates are optional. At the bottom of the screen, please ensure the appropriate coverage levels are selected to encompass what should be offered to the dependent. Select Add Dependent once complete, and select Next to navigate to the subsidy step 6. When adding subsidies, you can enter a subsidy for one or multiple benefit types as long as the subsidy amount and setup is the same. You can add a subsidy based on percentage or monthly dollar amount. You may also add a max monthly dollar amount. Subsidies typically start on the 1st of the month and can go through the last day of coverage or through any month you would select. You can see as I select a coverage month, the information at the bottom of the screen updates to reflect the dates that will be covered. Once confirmed, select Add Subsidy. Select Next to review and submit in Step 7. Here you will be able to review all the information you provided and ensure the correct offerings are being made. Select Add Participant. You'll navigate back to your dashboard where you can see the View Participant option. Please select View Participant, as one more step is needed to ensure the members have access to their online portal. Locate the primary's Social Security number. Navigate to the Consumer Accounts tab, and under External Participant ID, edit accounts, connected accounts. Here's where you'll add the Social Security number. This will link the member's account to the portal and enable them to have access. Once a member's setup is complete, the specific rights notice sends the following business day via mail. It is also available in the portal that same business day, and members are able to access the portal to make elections, payments, or set up recurring ACH.